everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, where I'm going to break down my thoughts on the Frosted Path. Now it's live in game, but I mean, Jesus, I haven't seen you in a year. Haven't seen. You're looking very well, though. You're looking well for the start of 2026. You're gorgeous. You're stunning. I love what you've done with your hair. Keep it up. Good start to the year, everyone. Well done. There we go. Nice Irish New Year for you here. Yeah. Hope you guys hope you had a good 2025. Hope it will be a good 2026. This 2026 now. That's it. Oh, I'm 35 years old this year. Getting on gas. Jesus. Don't mention the war. Right. Let's go. Here we are. So I have it broken down in Photoshop here. We can see the path as a whole. I think one thing that is important to know right at the start of this path, you actually start with a key right from the get-go. And coming through the path, you'll see you have to sort of make that decision of, do you unlock for Hilvi or do you unlock for Yukimasa? There is another key in the middle, which you can go and get, but you'll see when we break it down, it's actually pretty expensive to get both. So that's sort of my quick take. So, I mean, first take number one, I think this is your quickest sort of path. You can really choose whichever way you want to go at the top. I really don't think it matters too much. Whichever path you want. I've decided, I mean, these two things, like a 1-star basalt is basically completely useless. But I think the rarity charms are pretty good. And if you missed it, I did a video on Paolo Master's channel with Banana Jam, and she actually teased that the Swift Parry set and the deflection set are going to be reworked into variable sets pretty soon, I think, in 2026, which I think is going to add to what is probably my biggest problem in the game at the moment, which is accessory management is a nightmare. So it's just going to get worse. But these are both probably going to be extremely good if they're turned into variable sets. So core hammers will actually finally be useful again. I suspect you'll probably only get the accessories from like Classic Arena. I think it'll probably be them trying to push Classic Arena a bit more, and you'd be able to craft the other pieces here, but they'll be more valuable. Anyway, that's something to bear in mind. Why was I saying that? Oh yeah, why was I saying that? I don't remember. Something to do with this. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, those the forged materials. Forged materials become a little bit more valuable then, because there's another couple of really good sets in there. In fact, they will be. Apart from, hang on, I'm just checking, double checking, and yeah, so the only other variable set in the Forge is Slayer, which is essentially, it's showed up in a couple of hero, I think Deck of Fates, a couple of decks of Fate, where you could pick some up and you get a couple of pieces for free from the Forge Pass. It's primarily been a purely pay-to-win set, with a couple of, like I said, Deck of Fate appearances, but they're very rare. These two will be the first variable sets in here. So yeah, I think it is safe to say that the charms for your Forge about to become a good bit more valuable for that stuff. So just watch out for that coming, I'd say, in the first few months here, 2026. I'll do a whole video on what's coming up in the near future. I think I'm potentially have a little someone you might have heard about him called Ash on the channel in the next couple of days to talk about what's coming and what we want to come in the next few months. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, I think this side is fine. Get the energy. I think resistance glyph is whatever. I do like the soulstone a bit, but yeah, you could easily come down the left-hand side. This charm is better. The 500 things. This is better up the top. I think these charm. I always have more rank charms than rarity charms. The gem's pretty equal to the energy. Accuracy glyph is a bit better. So pick your poison. They're both pretty similar. The size. You could go grab the core hammers. Again, they're going to surge in value. You could grab the thing if you can't farm Sand Devil or Shogun. The middle extract oil things are pretty good too. Doesn't really matter. Whichever route you want to get down to this middle part, take it. They're all about the same, and they're all pretty cheap. Where it becomes expensive is down here. So in fact, the red path in total is going to be 75,250 points, which is 16.7 sacreds. And you could go either way. You could go grab Hilvi. I think Hilvi is better, so I would be prioritizing that first. But you could easily go the Yukimasa route instead. And again, you could go from either side. I could come from this Immortal, over, grab the Legendary, grab Yukimasa. It's fine. If I came from the left-hand side through the Grey Essence, I could come over and open up the Hilvi side. It's fine. They'll all open up. It's all easy peasy. Either one, 75,000, excuse me. I mean, bearing in mind that The soul is 50,000. The legendary book is 10,000. 60,000. Most of the points are really in these last two nodes, right? These top few nodes are pretty cheap and you're not really getting much out of them in the first place. It's kind of a bit, this whole top half of the path is more decoration. Really, all the big decisions are in the bottom part of it, to be honest. So we have that. Now, what is interesting to me, if you want then to get the other soul, number one, obviously you have to get past this lock, right? So you're going to have to come grab the key and then unlock it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, really. It's just like that. But it is a little bit extra and it ends up being pretty expensive. So it's 67,000 points to get that, which is an additional 14.9 sacred. So this is sort of the point I make, that I feel like this whole top half of the path and like it really isn't much in the end. It's a couple of sacreds worth. That's all. It's not a big deal. It's almost as expensive. Almost. It's pretty darn close to the exact same cost. 2 sacreds off to get your second soul. So it's almost like you're starting from scratch again. You could almost ignore this top part. So yeah, no big discount here for going for a second soul or anything like that. It is extremely expensive, really. Is my basically my thoughts on it. Now, you get a couple of nice bits like the legendary tomes along the way are nice and all of that, but it's a pretty big decision of, do you want to invest this hard into going for it? To be honest with you, I'm still not sure. I will definitely grab the Hilvy Soul. And then I don't really know about Yukimasa. I've been doing a good bit of champion training today. I have got a bunch of points already. I've got 12,000. So, I mean, I still need to do a lot of it with shards. But if you were to do both of these together, it would obviously be extremely expensive. Like in terms of sacreds, you'd be talking over 30. Over 30 sacred shards to do it with sacred shards alone. Let's say you could knock off a few sacreds with champ training. It's 4 days. So let's say you can maybe do it 25 sacreds and a good bit of champ training. If you're really hardcore in champ training, maybe you could do it with 20 sacreds, which isn't too bad. Lots of energy, but train up lots of champs. Get souls for 2 champions. If you're going to use them enough, it might be worthwhile. For me, I will definitely use Hilvy. Like I said, I will definitely get that. But I don't know about him. I tell you what, let's pull some shards. Let's just do this right now. I don't want to go too crazy. So yeah, I mean, 70. We could do a few. Do I want to do Voids for a Cecilia chance, or do I want to go for Firal? They're both so good. I'm a bit lower on Voids. I've got 25 Sacreds, which is quite a decent chunk. I think we'll do a few Sacred Shards here. Oh, I guess we should also look. Have they boosted the points? I'm not sure if they've boosted the points. Camp Training. 300 for Ancient, 750 for Void. Let me double check these points compared to other paths. Sometimes they boost shards for points here. Let me check. I think it's pretty standard. Let me know in the comments, actually. I had a quick look and then I got lazy. I didn't bother to do more. I'm sorry. I think it's pretty standard. What I did find was like this Queen of Hearts deck of Fate, which was from a good while ago. This was some maths that Saf did on it back in the day, but we can see it was 300, 750, 180, 4,500. So it's the same as that. In terms of like, just in terms of money, which is an interesting way to do it. If you were to do it with just purchasing the shards with money, it would cost you $1,285. This was to max out the whole path. Well, I mean, so, just in terms of the proportions, really, but Ancients, over $1,000, Voids 850, Primal 700, Sacred's 1,140. So really, Primals and Voids, in terms of spending money to do it, which is not the most important thing, and I'm not saying it's something you should do, but it's just an interesting metric. Just compare like how valuable is each particular shard. I tend to save Sacreds for these particular events, but it is worth noting that Voids and Primals are good, and there are some packs up and stuff for New Year's as well. I think some of them have been rubbish, some of them are okay. There've been some horrendous packs in the last while, actually, but yeah, let me grab this stuff here. Let's do a few pulls as well. Why not? Sure, it's still Christmas technically. Right, so yeah, I don't want to go too crazy. Do I want to do Voids or Sacreds? I think we'll go with the Sacreds. Firal, Cecilia, I would love both of them. Give it a shot. I probably should stick with just the one type of shard. So I think I'd rather build up a bigger stockpile of Voids, try to get to 100 of them, in case they do a guaranteed Void champion or something at some point. Fairly unlikely these days, to be honest. Yeah, she's really cool. She's really fun, but I don't think I need her. I think I'm kind of beating pretty much all the PvE content anyway. Firal would be nice for some trials. I guess Cecilia would be nice for some trials for Chimera, but Girl. Oh, it baited us there. It baited us a bit. But yeah, we'll do a few little pulls here. Uh, no, maybe slightly under 10 pulls would be good. I don't think there's any epics I really need, to be honest. There's definitely a few factions. I still need stuff for faction guardians. What are we going to get? Oh, wait, okay, no. That's actually not too exciting. Nogdar, I'm obviously not really going to use him. He's not awful, but he's just not amazing. But yeah, I mean, kind of interesting. Sacrifices his own HP, puts a heal on the whole team. They did change this before. I think it used to be 2 continuous heals before they nerfed it a little bit. His A1 is actually quite good, where he gets an extra turn if he kills an enemy. That's cool. He can sacrifice HP, and then equalize with an enemy, which is cool because that can go through Stone Skin. I wonder if it goes through Total Guard. I actually don't know. But what's nice about this, if he is low on life, so for example, he comes in and he sacrifices life with his A2, if he gets back to his A3, he can leave himself on like 1 hit point, turn an enemy to 1 hit point, then kill them, get an extra turn, and potentially cycle back, which is fun. Is it that powerful? Probably not, but it is fun. What is good here is that he revives at full turn meter. If it does have a cooldown though if all allies are alive. Again, I think this is technically only 100% turn meter, so other enemies can take a turn, and if he dies, then this will be on cooldown. He won't come back, but if he does take his turn, this will be right back off cooldown. Again, he needs to take a turn for this to be ready to go again, but he can potentially be annoying to deal with. He's annoying to deal with in Faction Wars hard. What is interesting about him for me is Faction Guardians for Orcs. I have a lot of Nogdars. He's one of my most pulled champions. I've got 4. I have 5 of them now. Could I? Not quite. Not quite. I think the thing is, for him, I think he empowers Varl. Yeah. So I could, potentially, if I get another Orc duplicate... Oh no, I need to get a few more Orc duplicates, but eventually, one of these days, I could empower Varl a bunch, which would be cool. I don't know, he's sort of fallen off a good bit in relevance, but I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. I mean, good news, we hit a legendary pretty early. We're now up to X25 for Feral, which is good. Let's pull a few more shards. Why the heck not? Maybe we get another legendary, get to an X25. That could be cool. Get X25 and not get the champion anyway. Oh, no. All right, we got another epic. Happy enough to get a legendary, to be honest. Lizardman dupes is what I quite need. I do need a lot of Shadowkin duplicates as well. How are we doing on this? I think we need to pull a few more. 30,000. Okay, well, we'll grab this. Grab this book. Just so it's easier maths. Never do maths on the live stream when you're recording, because you will get it wrong, guaranteed. All right, I need about 40,000 more points. So yeah, I think I can pretty happily pull. Let's do 4 more Sacreds, and then I'll do the rest with Champ Training. I will think about doing the Yukimasa Soul. We might do a follow-up video doing some more pulls and go for the Yukimasa Soul as well. Might go just a little bit crazy. Don't know if it's a good idea, because genuinely, am I actually going to use Yukimasa? I have so many damage dealers. Don't think I really need them, to be honest. We'd be kind of getting the soul for the sake of it. Getting a bit sucked in by FOMO, perhaps. So we'll see. All right, there we go. No other legendary. We got a Nogdar, my 5th Nogdar. It's amazing that they're, the funny thing about it is, like, I've got 5 Nogdars. I mean, these are relatively new characters, but, I think Duchess is a classic example. Never pulled a Duchess. She's been in the game the entire time I've been playing. Got 5 freaking Nogdars and no Duchess. I've got about 4 Mortu Macabres as well. I probably will empower Mortu. He's quite fun. And of course, I know that once I empower Mortu, of course, the law of how the world works is as soon as I empower Mortu, who would be the first +4 on my account, they'll add in some crazy new mission legendary that's super good, or login legendary who's super good, that is empowered by Mortu. Always dangerous to empower someone for fun, because you never know when a better champion will come out that will be empowered by them. So yeah, always be careful empowering. I've got very few empowered. I've got 2 of my turtles empowered, because, I mean, they're freaking turtles, and a Rota, so, really good, and champions I use in Arena all the time. But yeah, there we go. That leaves me with 31,000 points. I can easily get Hilvi finished. And then, I don't know, actually, you know what I might end up doing? Like, I could easily come down here. The red, it's only 5 red essence, not exactly a game changer. Mythical books, maybe. I will grab them. I could do some, you can never have well, you can't have too many mythical books. You might not have any mythicals to use them on. I have 8 right now. You know, I'll get Polara at some point. We will have Anaxia from Grim Forest, although that will be a few months away, probably. I got very unlucky, by the way, on that final point for the video. If you guys want to feel better about yourself, I got 19 fragments, which is a little bit under average. The thing that makes me really sad, though, is for the mythicals, I got 85. I think 100 is the average. I got 85. That feels a bit shit. Oh well, say la vie. But yeah, there we are, guys. That is the path. Let me know your thoughts. What are you going for? I think there's not really too much to it. I think the whole top of it is just window dressing. It's nice, but ultimately unimportant. I think the bottom is where it's the decisions come in, and really, it's almost as expensive to go for a second soul as it is to go for a soul in the first place. So yeah, I am leaning towards grab the one soul and then peace out. Probably. Give me your thoughts. Again, coming down for some mythicals books is an option. Getting the 2 souls is an option. I'm not sure how much I personally will use Yukimasa. Again, the key thing for me is I've already beaten Shadow Convection Crypt, so kind of chill. I don't know, right? I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all soon. We'll actually be using Hilvi. I've got Hilvi defense and stuff ready to go for Siege, which is in a few days. So yeah, if you want to see some Hilvi action, by the way, that will be happening hella soon. So I'll see you for that too. Okay, have a great new year. Keep it up. You've been doing great so far, hopefully. Keep it up. Or if you haven't been doing great, I mean, it's only a few hours in, right? Plenty of time to change. It's not that, but yeah, you know, no sunk cost there. It's fine. Make it a good year, I guess, right? It's that easy. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.